Kind of like the way I say it, point of this video is a little bit of therapy. Someone suggested that once, but it's also like we have to keep a focused attention on my dad, but I also, as the older brother, have a responsibility to try to make sure as I can, what I have, where I am, homeless, 545 days, 16 times more likely to die, 1,400 miles away from my brother. None of this is normal. And, you know, it's important that he knows that, or that at least I tried. My friend Tammy suggested therapy, and then I never heard from her again. And it's a weird, convoluted video, I know, but like, so is life. And when I was in that cabin property with my dad, and then I had to get away from him and his stuff. So I went on a walk, and I went to that shed. And there it was. It's like, whoop, there it is. It's just kind of like, it's one way or the other. You know, it's just kind of like, that's how much it is. And I'm just going to put this together. I just think I put 3 pictures or so. This church is like on the move. They were doing it, but they're still. I've got other video of that man asleep. They're working on it, and he's still sleeping there. It is like 20 degrees right now. I'm homeless too. I'm gonna just link this. Next segment is gonna be a video I did about 3 weeks ago, never released. It's just me kind of talking about, you can't escape this. Like, maybe I'm not homeless one day. Maybe I defeat homelessness for the second time after 545 days today. But like, the stuff with my family, oh, it never ends, ever. I don't know exactly what my mother did, but she was on cloud 9. And she seemed to have the time of her life. All over the world. And she comes back, she can't remember Abraham Lincoln, my middle name, 9/11. It's really wondering what she can remember. We did pray on our last call together, but I just didn't want to hang up on her. It was a weird prayer. Here's the rest of the video. Guess where I'm at? I'm at the Tattered Cover bookstore in the neighborhood I want to live in. I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm using the back side of the camera. Like the good lens, this is the first time. It feels like I have to be quiet and keep low profile. This is like Hogwarts after school. These high schools right there. And for me, bookstores are always, these are like Mom and Drew places. Even though I want to be an author, this is still very much, I always think of Mom and Drew. This is their hangout spot, but it's kind of like, what do you say in a moment like this? What happened today? And did a whole bunch of errands, but like, still homeless. Like, I have a dental extraction appointment and a cleaning and a doctor's appointment, and completed some busy work for the temp agencies, not getting paid for it. And Taco Bell is not hiring. Popeyes is hiring, but not, they have no idea where in the country that they think that they are. Somewhere. And where else did I go? Walgreens. Walgreens is, it could change at any moment. Walgreens can never make up its mind, and I wanted to work at Walgreens in Hinton, in Summers County, West Virginia, this time last year. Still want to work at Walgreens. Like, it's just, I think people are just like, well, never just ain't working out. Well, I have $2.22, and this is pretty much home. And you come in here and you're like, you see these people, And they're like, usually just go home. But they're here because they don't want to be home. And I'm like, just go home. Just go home. Go home while you still can. But, like, do you realize it's 524 days, I think, now? Never being home. Ever. Being at my dad's was not at all going home. That place had changed too much. There was holes in the ceiling. There was no water. So much else. But it's kind of like I've done everything I can do. Again, there's nothing more I can really be more on top of. I did have my Xfinity Wi-Fi pass run out, so I also used my on Chime. It has like offers and stuff for you to take advantage of. So I did one of these things called Bright Money, and the description said you could get a $50 loan. It was money management and credit building tips. Well, they ended up taking $24 from me, so I'm getting a refund. But I have $2.22. I have to wait on that refund, and then I'll be spending $10 for Xfinity Wi-Fi access, so I can do more with the phone that's dying. And my friend Chris needs it too, so I'm gonna help him. But it's just kind of like, I need to work anywhere, anytime, any place, but you can't. You're just like, people were telling me to be patient and hold on, like in the recession when I was interning, and the 10 times I got laid off, and when WVU laid me off, and you're coming out here for Dish, never getting trained due to the pandemic. It's just kind of like, well, I hope I can afford cigarettes because time's running out in this life. So I have to be really quiet because we'll come up here, people can see the camera. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'll come back here. This is like a perfect little nook, isn't it? This place, I will come back here. This is kind of like the gym of the Nature and Science Museum, which is just right over there. I went over there in like November. I love this area. It's East Colfax. This is the same place I was pretty much in last night. It was just a little, a few more blocks down the road, but it's the best and worst of America is right here. But I want to talk a little bit about false hope. So I've said it many times, I'm trying to make this video short, wrap it up. I have defeated homelessness almost. I actually already did in 2017. And we went to 5th Avenue, New York City. Then my father went to WV Medicine, and then January 6th. I got promoted in COVID. But having false hope. Like when that guy told me at Popeyes, he was like, "Oh yeah, we're hiring somewhere, not here though." Just kind of like that's how it came out. You can't call these places and stuff, but it's just having that false hope. Chrissy White did that with if you need a hotel room for a month. I can stay in one place, come and go as I need to. Have that regularity that everybody else cannot imagine. Like, you just are not programmed since you're a baby. You've always had a home. You don't understand what it's like to be on the go all of the time. And with $77 now food stamps to March 6th, having that false hope is another thing of being homeless. The thinking and feeling like, I do debate sometimes with myself, like David Bill, my next door neighbor, who was an older man, very, very smart and good, wished the best for me. If he was alive, would he be doing anything? Because people just will not attribute the boomers who created the problem still are needing to be held accountable. And that ain't gonna change. What's right doesn't.